We were in the middle of developing the yarn. It was actually about a 2-year process to develop this yarn. Finding the mill, finding the fiber, going through all this. So it was always bubbling in the back of my mind that we ultimately need a name for this yarn. And we like for our names to reflect this sense of place or the sourcing of the fiber or some aspect of what inspired us. So it was a rainy Saturday and I was packing my things, getting ready to move into a new house. And as I was packing my things, I came across an old sweater that I had knit many years ago. And I saw this thing and it was really dated and I could never bring myself to just get rid of it or send it off to a charity shop because it was very intricate, lots of cables and bobbles, and there was a bobble every 4th row when you turned the cable, and it brought back all these memories. I had remembered where I purchased the yarn, who I was with when I was purchasing the yarn, why I purchased the yarn, the person that I was dating at the time that I was going to knit this beautiful sweater for, and how it ultimately turned into a sweater for me instead. And everything came flooding back to me, and it was quite an emotional experience. I had lots of deep memories that came up that I hadn't thought of in a long time, and I just got to thinking about how much knitting is about the stories of our lives, and it's hard not to connect with something you've knit in the past without remembering what you were doing and who you were with and the things that were going on in your life at that time. So I knew at that moment that there was going to be a name or something about this yarn that was going to be about telling stories. And I kept thinking, I put on a board this what ultimately became the tagline for the yarn, which is wool as story, because it very much was this story of a certain part of my life that came to me on that rainy Saturday afternoon when I was packing. And then was just searching for the right word that would mean something about stories. So lore came up, and all the colors that ended up being named, like characters, names of characters or descriptions of characters. So names like happiness and ambitious and healer and pensive, all kind of qualities that someone who is acting in maybe a play or a story or in a book that you could describe as being traits of character. And that's the story of the naming of lore.